Welcome to the first edition of Ref Guess, a show where we are going to guess wrestlers by their accomplishments in the ring. I am Evan,
I am Javier.
and we have scoured cage match to find an easy, medium, and hard wrestler for each other to guess based on their title wins. We will have access to what titles they won and when, and we will have to guess who the wrestler is. The only caveat this week was this wrestler had to have appeared in a Royal Rumble at least once.
Which, I'm not sure if you guys knew this, there have been a lot of those.
There have been a lot of Rumbles. There also have been random people who have not been in Royal Rumbles. Like the one that I know off the top of my head, which is weird, is Devon Dudley has never been in a Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird,
not even
right?
as the deacon? Or not deacon, the good priest?
Not even as Reverend Devon.
Yeah, the good weird? Reverend, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Honestly, it's kind of shocking.
All right, so you and I both have easy, medium, and hard. They're going to be on the screen when we're looking at them. Do you want to guess first, or do you want me to guess first?
I want you to guess first.
Okay, so Javier has picked an easy one for me. I have it pulled up now. What a list of titles this person has won.
Yeah, a long laundry list there.
So are we doing like strikes, or are we doing...
I think that if you get it wrong on easy, you're done. You're just out. There's no point in continuing.
You gotta keep going. All right, so
it's if you mess up on the easy, episode's over.
Episode's over. We are looking at somebody who most recently was a World Tag Champion in 2006 for 8 days. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's very weird. They were United States champion for 13 days, and they were Intercontinental champion for about 2.5 months. And those are the big ones.
I will say for this one, I think the big help here is the territory stuff.
Yeah, so looking at the territories, we've got NWA Americas, we got San Francisco, Pacific Northwest, NWA TV champion, US champion, Mid-Atlantic champion, TV champion twice. It's a lot of like short reigns, though. It's a lot of short reigns.
What does a short reign tell you, Evan?
Transitional champion.
Yeah.
Who is a GOAT transitional champion?
It's more so just like, I would also say short reigns kind of point to heels.
They do point to heels. They definitely do. Never a world champion. Oh, never a world champion. Okay, I think I know where I'm going here. A random world tag title reign as like a legend performer, right? Like he came back and nobody expected him to win, but he won a world tag title.
Yes.
I think this is one of the most famous people to never win a world title. I think this is Roddy Piper.
It is Roddy Piper.
Let's go.
Legendary. God. I mean, he was in the 90. Was he in 92? He might have been in 92.
He was in
93. And he was also in the 2008 Rumble. Shout out.
Oh, yeah. The good spot with him and Snuka. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, where he takes off the belt and he's like, all exaggerated. He's got the beer belly all the way down.
Who did he win the tag titles with?
I'm pretty sure that was, who's the good devil guy? What was his name?
Oh, Sean O'Hare? No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I think it was Sean O'Hare.
No,
he's managing Sean O'Hare.
Roddy Piper won the tag titles with Ric Flair for 8 days. Yeah, I thought it was Flair. Okay. Yours is up. Your first one here.
Alrighty then. Well, this kind of... All right, just looking at everything here, it's... Well, we love a good X with the like days of the reign. That's a good start here. No, but just looking at the body of work, it's someone who's clearly, super super successful. Yeah. One would say one of the greatest of all time, just based off of their accolades alone. Stampede Wrestling tells me that this is a Canadian. The timeline matches perfectly with what I would imagine would be this person's timeline. The many WWE Championship reigns or WWF Championship reigns in the mid to late 90s point to everything. The time in WCW points exactly to when I would imagine this person went to WCW. And the one-off 2010 U.S. title run for about a month tells me that this has to be none other than Bret the Hitman Hart.
It, of course, is Bret the Hitman Hart. What a weird time when he was U.S. champion and couldn't take bumps. Wasn't that weird? That was weird.
It was weird.
I also learned that, like, obviously Stampede is different than winning them in the WWF, but the most prolific of Bret Hart's tag team partners in terms of title reigns is Keith. He won 5 of his tag titles with Keith.
Oh.
And then 1 with Leo Burke, and 2, of course, as the Hart Foundation with Jim Neidhart, and 1 with Goldberg in WCW. Doesn't that feel wrong? Him and William Goldberg?
That does feel very, very wrong.
All right. I have got your second one up, your medium one. Okay. This is a newer person. The dates are scratched out, and they said the dates would give this one away.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of FCW. We have a one-time NXT champion, one-time Raw Tag Team Champion for 50 days.
The Raw Tag Team Championship is what really helps.
Yeah, and the 24/7 champion. And oh, this is good. This is a good one.
Yeah.
One of the best NXT championship reigns, in my opinion, especially of early NXT.
Oh, you're a big fan of him.
I am a big fan of him because I believe this is Bo Dallas.
This is Bo Dallas, yeah.
Did he win the tag titles with the B team?
Yes.
Really? I don't
remember that they had that that title reign where they also then were feuding with Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt.
Right. Wow, that feels like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. And then if I'm remembering correctly, did he win a tag title with Roman Reigns? Or was that Tyler Breeze? I think that was Tyler Breeze.
Oh, in FCW? I have no idea. I don't know. I know he won with Bray. He won with Bray.
Yeah, I think what I'm thinking of is Mike Dalton, aka Tyler Breeze. He won with Bo Rotunda, or with Husky Harris as Bo Rotunda. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to cut that one off too because pretty obvious.
Good. That's good. All right. I think my medium is harder than your medium. So
yeah, this is
on the screen. Give it a whirl.
This is looking difficult here. All right, so we've got a former tag team champion multiple times over in WWE, a 2-time Ring of Honor tag team champion, and then a champion just everywhere else.
A smorgasbord, Texoma Pro, SWE, JAPW New Jersey State Champion. CZW Tag Champion.
I have one name that came to mind right away, but I'm not certain. Okay. The Raw Tag Team Championship is being listed under titles, but it's not in the title reign, which is intriguing. I'm assuming this person.
So the WWE Tag Team, it doesn't matter. It's not a Raw thing. The WWE, that's where the lineage went, because look at the dates.
Yeah, because the person that I have in mind, I don't think won the tag titles on Raw. I believe they were a SmackDown person.
Okay.
And I believe that they may have been affiliated with your favorite wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets actually the lack of an Intercontinental Champion points to the other guy. Is this Charlie Haas?
This is Charlie Haas. Good pull.
Okay, thank God.
I figured you'd get it by so those are the Team Angle / World's Greatest Tag Team runs.
The dates are what really helped me with that.
In Ruthless Aggression era SmackDown, and then years later going back to Ring of Honor with Shelton Benjamin winning the tag titles twice there. Also had to get rid of some of his tag title reigns from the Independents before, because he was doing the tag titles with his brother Russ. So he could not see that it was with Russ Haas, because I think would give it away even more.
Yeah, seeing the last name Haas absolutely would have given that one away.
If you're wondering where Charlie Haas was in the Rumble, he was in the 2003 Royal Rumble.
Yeah, this one should have come to me quicker because he was in contention for me for my medium.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually, I did click on his page. I did not remember this at all, though. Like, it just, I was looking at so many options that it was just kind of like, it just disappeared. But now that I've said him, I was like, oh, yeah, I looked at Charlie Haas's career.
Fun fact, Charlie Haas had 2 eliminations in that Rumble. Him and Shelton together eliminated 2 people, Booker T and Goldust.
That makes sense.
That does make sense. All right, on to the hard ones. This is a lot.
It's an interesting hard.
This is a very interesting hard. A 2-time tag champion in WWE, both the WWE Raw, so the WWE titles, and the world titles. And that's it. No other title reigns since 2005. So, I don't know who has been around and not winning titles, but starting in 98, 99.
There was some developmental stuff in there.
Yeah, some OVW stuff. They were in OVW around the time that OVW was like pumping out greats, you know?
Yeah.
Batista. It's like it's obviously not like a Batista Cena because they won a bajillion titles.
Yeah. That's not one of the core 4 or 5.
Who hasn't won a title since 2004, but has won it twice? And I'm going to assume with 2 different partners. That's my first assumption, is that it's 2 different partners that he won the tag titles.
I don't have an answer for that, but I would also assume so.
Okay. I need to get this name out of my head. I know it's not Tyson Tomko, but I'm just going to get it out of my head so that I don't think about it.
Would you like confirmation or denial?
Let's get a confirmation or denial.
It's denial. It's not Tyson Tomko.
I don't know why he was the only one I was thinking of.
Because it just doesn't line up with his career, really.
In my mind, it does, but I know that the actual days are way off.
He started a little later than that, I think.
2-time, and like one was for 16 days and one was just for 56. And I'm also like running through like some cruiserweight guys who may have gotten a tag title shake, but all of them won cruiserweight titles. So that's clearly out. So
let me just double check to make sure that the partners were not the same.
Gosh, I think this is a stumper.
Actually, the partners could not be any more different.
Any more different. Okay. We're going to go.
Would you like to know the name of a partner that he won in OVW? The tag title reign in OVW. Would you like to know who his partner was?
Sure, why not?
It doesn't really help,
no.
But it's just a nice little nugget. He held the OVW Southern Tag Team titles with the Prototype for 75 days.
You know who I have in mind? And this is a wild pull if I get this. This is my guess. I'm going to just lock it in. Is this Lance Cade?
It is not Lance Cade.
Damn. Okay, who is it?
This is Rico.
Oh, yes, he won the tag titles with
Charlie Haas. And this other reign was with Rikishi.
What a wild time.
Rico, a heavyweight champion in OVW. Can you believe it?
I can. He had charisma. Rico had charisma.
Multiple times. Sorry, 3-time heavyweight champion in OVW. This was pre-Core 4 days, though.
Yeah.
He won them in like 2000, 2001.
Unbelievable. All right. You've got one last one.
Oh, man.
Take a look.
Just looking at this now, I know I'm probably not going to. I don't even know what PWF is.
I also don't know, but I will look it up for you.
Can I get a definition for can I look up what PWF is? It's not going to help because it's the early 90s, but
can you use it in a sentence, please?
Yes. Please define PWF.
PWF is a pro wrestling federation in North Carolina from 1990 to 1999.
You know, that just does not help in any way, shape, or form.
Does it help if I tell you it was owned by George South and the Italian Stallion?
No, it still doesn't help at all. All right, Italian guy owned it. All right, so this person won the title, and their title reign lasted a week, an exact week, and 2 days. It's two
Yeah.
separate title reigns that are combined to 9 days total. Not fun. All right, so they won in May of 96. I do not remember the year 96 because I was not alive. And they won in October of 97. And I was not alive for the 2 days that they held the title. But I should know enough of that time period. And nothing is coming to mind. And honestly,
the tag partner is the same for both.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tag partner is the same for both.
For some reason, this is like, am I thinking it, like, I'm thinking of the Headbangers for some reason here.
Not the Headbangers. You got to go a little.
God,
you got to go earlier than them. You got to go
earlier than the Headbangers. Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna get this one. Could I get a year for the Rumble? Possibly. Is that something I can ask?
So this person was in the 1998 Rumble.
Jesus Christ!
I'll even tell you where they entered. They entered 25th, right after Stone Cold.
It's just not helpful. This actually, I'm thinking of what were the farmer guys called? The slop people?
Oh, the Godwins.
Which one of the Godwins was Midian?
Midian was Phineas I. Godwin.
All right, so is this Henry Godwin?
You son of a bitch. This is Henry Godwin. That is an unbelievable pull. I am beside myself. Henry Godwin won just those titles.
My God.
Left the WWF in 98, returned in 06-07 to go beat it in Deep South, but only won those titles. Wow. Midian, of course, famously won the European title from William Regal at one point as Naked Midian.
Well, the reason why I didn't go with Midian was because I thought he'd won with Viscera.
I think you're
right. Did he not win a tag title with Viscera? So I just assumed he held another tag title. So I was like, I don't know much about the other one.
No, he never won another tag title, but he did win the European Championship.
Listen, it doesn't matter. I was convinced of at least the third tag title run, so I was never going to guess him. But I was like, for some reason, these two came to mind because I was thinking of tag teams that came out for a little bit before the Attitude Era, but bled into the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
And they were the only ones I could think about strictly because of the slop to Sonny.
That clip's been going around. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, this isn't Bart Gunn or Billy Gunn. And that's, I assume, who she was managing at the time. I think she was a Smoking Guns manager. So
it was either that or the Body Donnas, but yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed any of them. So I was just like, it's got to be the Godwins. And if it's the Godwins, it's got to not be Midian. So the other one.
Unbelievable. So after the first episode of Ref Guess, Javier is up 3-2.
Sniped.
You should hit like on the video. You should hit subscribe. You should throw some ideas for Ref Guest themes in the comments below. We will be back soon with another video and, of course, another Ref Guest. We'll talk to you then.
I'm winning.